Hi everyone, this is Christian Moralia from Transformative EdTech, and today we are going to be delving into more of Pear Deck. How can you use Pear Deck in a history classroom? So join us as we take a look at a few ideas of using Pear Deck in the history classroom. So remember, you can join the Transformative EdTech channel, follow it, and get weekly uploads on a variety of topics from Pear Deck, Canvas, protocols, and a whole host of others. So when we're using Pear Deck, using Pear Deck requires you to use, I use Google Slides, and what I do is I've used the social studies templates, and there's a lot of templates people can use. These are directly from Pear Deck. They integrate into the Google Slides and as well as PowerPoint. And if you want, you can make your own template. So you can see all the different types of templates and functionality that Pear Deck has in when you create a lesson. And you'll find out that it doesn't really take a lot of time because these templates are already built for you. And then as you become more comfortable with them, you just create your own. So here is one of the templates. They actually have a primary and secondary source template. And what you can do is you just simply plug in a source. Like, what type of source is this? I plugged in something from John Wesley, and I want, and this is the actual frame that it has. It shows you the secondary sources, the types of sources, and primary sources. So it's great to use at the beginning of the school year when students are still trying to rehash their knowledge of sources. So it's a template that's already pre-made. They actually have tertiary sources, but I took the tertiary sources out, and you simply just plug in your own source. And what the students have, it basically provides them a multiple choice selection. And the good thing about this is that you can see the responses on the teacher dashboard, and you could see how they responded, and you could go back and reteach. So what I'm doing here is I'm focusing on the colonization. Here's another great template they have. So it's a simple geography template. And once again, it's pre-made. You just put it in, and you can modify the legend whichever way you want. It's a real good way to incorporate geography, especially in the fact that a lot of our students struggle with knowledge of where these places are. One of my favorites is the cause and effect template. So you can take anything that has a cause and effect relationship in history. That's so many different things. You can take a passage, have students read a passage. You can see here, I would give this to my students in a lesson after they've read a passage, let's say a textbook passage or passage that shows cause and effect with the British policies. And so once again, this cause and effect template is already a template slide built into Pear Deck. We have the change over time template as well. And I'm focusing once again on colonization. This is already pre-built, so you can see how this one works as well. One of the cool things about Pear Deck is that you can embed videos. So I've taken this YouTube video or inserted a video, and then you provide a question for them. We're focusing, let's say, on the Atlantic slave trade, and what I would be asking the students, and this is going to be a text response in Pear Deck for them. And they would watch the video and then respond accordingly. So you can see there's different modalities with using the Pear Deck here. So if you're trying to figure out, so where do you get all of this? Well, for many people, it's the Pear Deck, you'll already have it in your menu, but what I simply have here is I have the Pear Deck add-on. It's built in, and I access it here. Here is the template library I'm talking about. Now right here, this is where you can access your own type of templates, but this is where I was able to get the templates. And I simply went into the social studies template, and you can see here are the different templates. They have cause and effect. They have evaluate. They have a text slide. They have a source slide. And you can modify these any way you choose to. Sources, what sources will be helpful. They have a chronology slide. They have a drawing slide, change over time, find a place, draw a place on the map, locate, they have a text slide response. So all of these are really helpful in the teaching of history. And as I said, if you want to go create your own slide, you simply go back to the templates here. There are other slides that work well with history. If you are looking at making connections or multiple perspectives, you simply can use these right here. It's as simple as clicking on the slide and it's put into your Google slide deck. And then you can modify it. That's the cool thing about it. So let's say I was talking about the different points of view on the American Revolution. I would simply just retype the text here. As like this. So I just simply change this, and I could, if I wanted to, I could even add hats or something or pictures that would be useful for them and what the students do. And the students really like the fact they can draw in the slide itself. So they simply, when they draw, they simply use the text tool. So that's some ideas about how you can use Pear Deck in a history classroom using the different templates that Pear Deck has provided.